Hi there, Dead Ideal Boy here, back with another video on the channel, and this one, there's a little bit of emotion with it because it's the last video we're going to make on the channel before GT7 comes. This Thursday night, Friday morning, midnight is the time that arrives, so we're not going to make another video between now and then. In fact, I wasn't even planning on making this video, but this opportunity presented itself after I had, well, it was just meant to be a little friendly race, you know, a little casual race in my lunch break. And I came across this Brazilian driver, goes by the name of Carlos BRSP, and honestly, the absolute carnage and filth of this guy needs to be seen to be believed. I'm going to pop up his DR and SR from Kudos Prime for you to have a look at it. In all its glory. You should be seeing that on screen sometime now. But this guy took the biscuit because at the end of this race, he blames me for everything that you're about to see here. So, I mean, I'm going to let you judge for yourself. But quickly, while I've got you here, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, please think about doing that. It would really help us. We're actually pushing towards 2,000 subscribers now. It's been a great start to the year, and 2,000 subscribers, just thought of it blows my mind. But yeah, let's see if we can do it. Why not? Let's have a goal. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the action for one last Dirty Driver video on the channel. So what we're going to now do is we're going to ride on board with me for the first part of this lap, up until the point where we have the incident that Carlos said was my fault and caused everything else to happen. So after that, we'll then jump on board with Carlos and we'll see how the race unfolds from his point of view afterwards. So heading down into turn 1, you can see here Carlos is getting quite tight to the Canadian front. A little bit of lag there, which put me a little bit, you know, made me a little bit uneasy, so I was kind of wary about getting too close to Carlos in the opening stages, so I'd just back off. And you can see at this point though, Carlos goes way too wide on that corner. We can cut that corner massively, which we do, and we're right back on his tail again. So heading now down into the sweeping right-hander, you've just got to try and hit this, clip this apex, go a little bit wide. Carlos gets a little bit squirrely, he's on the brakes, we give him a little tap, nothing major though, all good, keep our positions, on we go. So again, Carlos is maybe a little bit, don't know, rusty, but he's a little bit wide on that first part of the S's there. We managed to take that nicely, and now we're going to come out and head down the straight towards Big Banky Boy. Now, this is a great overtaking straight, and it's a great chance to make an overtake, but Carlos is going to go right, so we then give him a little shimmy, and we go right down the inside, but he just puts us into the wall, and we make a little bit of contact going round Big Banky Boy, but nothing major from that point of view. So I was really annoyed at this point. I just want to take it back to see that once again, just to get an idea of exactly what happened, because it all happened pretty quickly. You can see here, he's going to go to the right, so he's went defensive. That's fine. We've made out as if we're going to, you know, stay on the outside, head down to Big Banky Boy, give him a false sense of security. So we then make the swoop, because I thought at this point he would not be expecting me to then go for it, because he had made that kind of defensive move. So I think I caught him off guard a little bit there, because he was slightly going back to the left as we went to the right, because we can see how much track we've got between him and the wall. There's plenty of space to get my car into and take the inside and down into Big Banky Boy. So we get into the gap there, and now look at the car position now of Carlos. And you can see here, he just drives back across us. Whether he was trying to close the gap, I don't think so. Judging by his DRSR, I think this was a skilled dirty driver in action. And you can see there, he just gives us that nudge, and that then sends a couple of our tyres onto the grass. Sparks are going to fly as we hit the wall. There you go. So yeah, that was very annoying. So I was really annoyed here. So we make that little bit of contact. Again, nothing major. So you can see here in the right hand side, Jay has just come into the picture. Now, let's look at it from Jay's point of view, because he would have had a prime view of what's just happened there, so he would have been well aware that there was something not too right. So he can see here, we're staying left, Carlos goes right, we then go further left, and then you can see there, Carlos trying to put us into the wall. So Jay's now got a really good run on us, both, and he gets past me, that's fine, I'm not going to fight him, he's got the run. But you can see he's now got an opportunity to get the run on Carlos, so he's going to try and take the inside. Carlos, well, you can see what happened there. I don't need to describe what just happened there. That was just shocking, if you ask me. You can see from Carlos's point of view, as we run up the hill, just how much grass Carlos decides to go over to stop Jay getting a run. I mean, yeah, that was really, really, really dirty from Carlos's point of view. So here we are now heading down the start-finish straight. Lap 2 is about to begin. A group of cars in front, all jostling for position. And again, absolute skilled, dirty driving there. He manages to go up the inside and not just make the pass, but actually take 2 other cars out. It's unbelievable. Now, he has Jay now in front of him. That's going to be like a red rag to a bull to this guy. But unfortunately, once again, probably in his enthusiasm to try and get close enough to punt, he goes a little bit wide in that corner, so that's compromised him now, coming down into the big right-hander. You can see Jay's up ahead, him and the Corvette. They're trying to give each other as much space as possible, but they bang doors. But nothing untoward there. The two of them then just go side by side up. Corvette's got the inside, so... But Jay, you just see here, sticks a right tyre on the grass, and look at the absolute... I mean, that's just skill. The skill of a dirty driver like Carlos. He smelled blood there, he's seen a tyre dip onto the grass, and he knew that was his chance to take his opportunity. And that's what separates dirty drivers like Carlos, Kimi, Chalky Mattress, aka Luis Denisio. You know, these guys, they can just sense the perfect opportunity to go for the punt that just takes somebody out with the absolute grace of, you know, in the precision of a surgeon. It's amazing to watch at times. So back to the race. He's got the Corvette in front of him now. That's not going to be pleasing him, so he'll just punt him out of the way, and he'll move on to the green WRX driver. Now that's a fellow Brazilian, so I don't know if he knows about Carlos or not, but just the way this manoeuvre happens here, you can see there, Carlos goes to use him as a brake, but he just gets on the brakes enough, and look at the skill there. He opens the gap up and lets Carlos shoot right through. So, despite Carlos being absolute filth, he's been taken out by Jay, and he has been made a fool of by his fellow Brazilian there. So, that's not going to stop him though. He's got another opportunity here. Somebody goes wide, another one of these Brazilians, got a Brazilian four-way here. So yeah, like I said, the Brazilian in front in the green WRX, I think he might have been aware of his reputation. But Carlos has now got the chance to go up the inside here as the WRX goes slightly wide, but just doesn't make it stick. And you know, that would have been a great chance to just run him wide and onto the dirt, but he's going to come down into the fast right-hander here. You can just see he obviously knew what Carlos was intending. He backs off brilliantly, and you know, if he was in the same kind of car, if he was in a Sirocco, he would have got the undercut, but the Sirocco's just got enough power to stay with him up the hill, and you can see he's just going to shove him out of the way. That's just a standard move there. Didn't kill him, but he was never going to let the WRX driver stay in front. So once again, he's got the Corvette in front of him, who's already punted off. So this is going to be a potential second punt. However, again, a fellow Brazilian, he must, I think, be aware now what's going to happen, because you can see he goes to turn in and then he just stops, because I think he realised what would have probably happened to him if he'd kept turning. So, yeah. Heading towards the end of this race now, you can see here, up ahead, he's got one last opportunity to possibly catch someone, and it's the hilariously named Cam Hulto. He's going to be the potential next victim. At this point, I'm actually slightly worried for him. It's like when Jaws is approaching one of his victims in the sea, and you get that kind of fear. I'm kind of, at this point in time, I'm willing Camel Toe to get over the line safely. and it's going to be tight because he's now got the run on him, and they're going to go contact, but can Camilton just about hang on? And he does, despite the best efforts of our man. So here we are, finishing in P2, and that brings it to a close. So yeah, look out for Carlos if he heads over to GT7 and add him to the list of drivers to, yeah, watch if they are in your rear view mirror. But thanks everybody for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a comment if you want to comment. I do enjoy the comments, and even better, subscribe on your way out if you've not already done so. See you guys in GT7. Goodbye.